Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to our closing session. I'm just going to make sure the recording is all working properly. So I'll let Nora say hi while I check the back end stuff. Story of
Thank
our
you,
lives,
Josh.
right?
I know. I probably by this time, probably everybody knows that we are adding things and tweaking things up to the very last second. So, hello, everyone. Let's use the chat to say hi and let us know where you are joining us from. I'm so happy to see so many of the people who have been at our live sessions, Josh. So that's wonderful. I see Agnieszka. Hello, everybody. As usual, I hardly blink and the summit is over. That is so true. Dominique from Chambly, Quebec. Nikte from Mexico City. We have Susan from Denmark. Basmala from Egypt. Isn't that amazing how we have people from all over? This is wonderful. I am in northern Mexico. I live in Chihuahua, but I'm in Monterrey today because of the World Cup, if you can believe it. And Josh is in Barcelona. So, hello, hello. We have, let's see, what other places do we have? We have Cologne, Germany, Germany, the Netherlands, Brussels. Michael, by the way, the match, the World Cup match that we got here to watch, not me, but my husband. He went to the Netherlands match. Brussels and Jerusalem. Wonderful. Okay.
All
So
right.
that is amazing. And Josh, I think over to you.
Yes, well, thank you to everybody who's joining us live, and thank you to everybody watching the the replay of this session. We know we run this thing in a way that's designed to work with people from all different time zones. So many of you will be watching this replay later. Our plan for this closing session is to tell you a little bit about the last 3 days, talk about how you can make the most of what you learned, how to stay in touch, make the most of the Power Pack if you have it, and the other fun resources that we designed in it. We're going to show you what some of them look like because I know not everybody has seen them all. And then we've got our prize drawing and a special surprise. So that will be a fun session. Um, this is the first time we've ever run a summit on this topic. And actually, I had a little bit of trepidation going into it. Nora and I went back and forth. Should we run a direct client summit or not? And we decided to do so. And boy, am I glad that we did, because it's been a really, really wonderful 3 days. Believe it or not, this is also a big number for us. This is summit number 10. We've run 4 interpreting summits, 5 translation summits, and now 1 direct client summit. We had nearly 3,000 people attend this event. And one thing that has been really incredible has been the number of love notes that came in. Anybody want to take a guess? Guess how many love notes you think we received? Put your guess in the chat and we'll let you know in just a moment. But that's been so wonderful. And we've had lots of great live sessions as well. Our popular spotlight sessions and your Speak Your Mind sessions. What do you think about those Speak Your Mind sessions? Nora, you want to say something? I know you've been hosting them.
I know. Well, I enjoy them so much, and the thing that I enjoy the most, because as we've said so many times, putting the summit together is a lot of hard work. But then being at the live sessions, like for example, Speak Your Mind, makes it all worth it because people are so happy to have this space to come together and discuss and talk about, share ideas, and it's been wonderful. We've had 3 Speak Your Mind sessions, super early for me, by the way, at 7 a.m. my time. And yeah, we're very happy that you have been enjoying them. And we have something to show for it, Josh, because even though those sessions are not recorded, we always end with a collective reflection and we create a whiteboard that captures all of those great insights. So amazing, amazing sessions for sure. I see people guessing here how many love notes have come in. And yeah, not that many. So some people are saying 2,000, 4,500,
Uh,
3,500. Not that many, but a lot. Still a lot.
a ton. And also, the conversations on social media have been incredible. Reminder to keep using that hashtag direct client summit on social media and to check them out and to engage with the speakers. We know how much they've really loved seeing your comments, engaging with you. We've gotten so much positive feedback from the speakers. So here are just a few things that we added this time around or changed. First of all, the photo booth. Well, we've always had a photo booth. We've always loved the photo booth, but this time Nora built her own photo booth rather than using one that was commercially available. We built a photo booth and we got these fun little strips of 3 photos. Not too many people took one, but I did, and I really, really enjoyed it. We also built another app, the Summit Concierge. Who used the Summit Concierge and what did you think of it? Go ahead and share in the chat what you thought of the Summit Concierge. The idea was that you could very quickly, with 3 questions, get a personalized, tailored agenda based on your level and what you do and what you wanted to focus on. And then you could star those sessions and add them to your calendar. Um, did anybody use it? What did you think of that concierge? I think it was a big upgrade from our past Summit Wizards. So, personally speaking, I was really into it. We also had some, and Nick says using the concierge was very, very useful. Glad to hear that. And for the person who says it was a little overwhelming, we'd love some feedback on how to streamline it. We know there were a lot of presentations at this summit, 28 speakers. Another thing that we did that I really loved doing was these little bonus tips that you got when you filled in a love note for one of our speakers. Like this one that said, from Sarah, the tip is to spend time in your client's world, absorbing the language and the way they talk about their work. It'll make for easier and more natural conversations as you discuss ways to collaborate. Who got one of these bonus tips, and what did you think about that? Were they unexpected? Were they surprises? I see a hand up from Nora. Love to
I
hear what you
did.
think.
I did get some bonus tips and they were amazing, motivating also. Let's see if others thought the same.
And another thing we did, oh, Nick just says the bonus tips were a nice treat. Glad you enjoyed them. And one other thing that we did this time that we've never done before was the best of the best showcase, where the top 3 presentations from the day before, the ones that got the most love notes, got a special replay slot the next day. What do you think of that? Did anybody use that? We would love to hear what you thought. All right, we are going to now have a little interactive moment. Let me set up my screens for this. Drum roll as we get this ready to go.
We need to get an actual drum roll. We always say this and we always forget. We need to get a drum roll sound for these things.
Sound. Okay.
We'll get one. If anybody has a drum roll file that they would like to share with us, drop it there in the chat and we'll use it for future summits.
Okay, and here it comes. Our Slido. We would love to hear your key takeaways from the summit. If you could go ahead and post, just join that Slido, pull out your phone, or go using your computer. You can also use the link, which we've already got a special short link for you, and I'm going to pop it into the chat box. It's just tfw.rocks/reflect. By the way, there was a moment where I was scared where my short links all started breaking, but that was just because so many people were using them, I think. Luckily, it only lasted for about 10 or 15 minutes. All right, so I see one of you is already typing your key takeaways from the summit. Let's take a minute to share. 2 of you are typing. Now we're at 3.
Yeah, we see them start to come in. Inspiration, networking, and connection is key. Ooh, love that. Mindset, change, motivational, focus, work, value, client, know your arguments. I like that one. Networking, see that, Josh? Networking just became big on the screen. They're at the center of it all. What else do we see? Don't hesitate to explain a lot to your direct clients, colleagues, know your value, change value, landing. I see Dominic saying here in the chat, be yourself. Client approaches, permanent education. People are still typing, so this is going to grow for sure. I'm actually going to make my screen a little bit bigger so I can see better. Finding direct clients is doable. Get past the point of inertia. Stop complaining, go and make money. I know that came out of the spotlight.
All right, what a list. Well, we will let people keep typing away if you would like there. And I am now just going to talk a little bit about what comes next. So I just take a second to get everything set up. Okay, so I just want to talk to the people who have the Power Pack about what is inside it and how you can continue learning and reviewing, because it's been a while. So this is the Power Pack. We've got all of the presentations in the Power Pack right here, and you can click on any of them and you will find that speaker's presentation right here, and you can review it. It will pop right up. There it is. And you can also download the worksheet, the transcript, and the slides for each of those presentations. Slides, some of our speakers spoke without slides, so they don't all have slides, but if they're there, you have them. That's all 28 of the presentations are available for our Power Pack holders to review. And one of my absolute favorite things is the Summit podcast. So you can download, just sign up for that Summit podcast and listen and review on your own right there with that. The certificate of participation is also set up. I think I forgot to hit publish on the page, but certificates are set up, and so I'll just hit publish on that now. In any case, you'll get this message in the email tomorrow about how you can get your certificate, and it'll be right here in your Power Pack. As a reminder, certificates are only available for people who have the Power Pack because of the way our system works. We can't track free viewers, but you can get up to 10 hours of continuous professional development credit, CPD credit, right there. And if you already have the Power Pack, we'd love to know what your favorite part of it is. And I also want to tell you that it includes some really fun bonuses from our speakers, 50 euros Tech Forward credit, so you can check out whatever you want, new courses, and some other stuff. But before we go there, let me just say, some of you have been saying there's been a lot in this summit, right? Look at all of these presentations that we've had, quite a few things to learn, and it feels overwhelming at times. And we know that you might need to rewatch some presentations so you can glean more gems from them while you're putting all of this into practice. Look, the Power Pack is there for you. It is your opportunity to get ongoing access to all of the presentations, to keep working on different skills, adding them slowly but surely. And we wanted to mention that it is available through Wednesday at midnight Pacific. I'll just drop the link in the chat for anybody who's interested. Dominique says, I'm always anxious about spending money the right way, but oh my God, is the Power Pack ever worth it? Glad to hear you think so. We tried really hard to make it very affordable right now. We know it's a tough time. It's actually the cheapest we've had a Power Pack in a long time. And as a reminder, students get 50% off and financial aid is available, so you can email us about that. And maybe just a moment, Nora, do you want to talk about some of the bonuses?
Yeah, so what you mean, the Power Pack bonuses, right? That we have. So here we have our speakers have made amazing contributions to the Power Pack. And let me see, I need to make absolutely sure that I'm seeing the right things on the screen. So here we go. So we have a Brand Your Business Challenge with Josh. So don't miss that, because of course, branding your business, as we've been hearing throughout the summit, is very important. we have a direct client AI toolkit that I wrote. It's a book, a PDF book. It came out to 46 pages. So when I first told Josh, I'm going to write a book for the summit, it came out to, I thought it was going to be something short because it's based on a presentation that I did on AI for marketing, but it came out to 46 pages with lots of prompts and lots of information, plus an interactive companion. So make sure to get that. I also built an app that is, we originally had thought it would be called the AI Client Research Assistant. It is now called Client Lens. And Josh and I were testing it yesterday, and it's just amazing for prospecting. So make sure to get that as well. It's an AI powered app that will help you build dossiers for any clients that you want to check out. And then there is 1 month in Tech Forward Insiders. You know, many of you have said, I love the sense of community in the summit. Well, that can get carried over if you join Insiders. So you get 1 month free to test that out.
And I just
And
want to
then,
say
yeah,
thank you to the Insiders members who are here, including some founding members who are live on this call. Great to see you at so many events, your smiling faces, and have you supporting the community really, and pushing me to keep coming up with new ideas for everyone. It's really, really wonderful. Our speakers also donated some pretty awesome prizes that are in, well, courses and resources that are in the Power Pack. So Sarah has a 5-day marketing challenge, the Sprint into Summer 5-day challenge. Corinne's presentation was about marketing to direct clients using email and LinkedIn, but there's a lot more. A 90-minute or maybe 2-hour recorded presentation about this in the Power Pack, so you can dig deeper. Sharif has donated a workshop on using AI for QA, and he's also donated 50% off another course that he's offering, the From Translator to Consultant workshop. We've got a training in German about imposter syndrome from Marta. People loved her presentation. If you speak German, make sure you get that one. Diego contributed an AI 101 for Linguists course. Diana's got the Strategy Power Hour for LSPs and freelancers. Macarena's got a 15-minute calming reset to help reset and recharge your mind and your body. And Anna Sophia has a great ebook specialization as strategy, how to become clearer, more relevant, and easier to choose. Now, I just want to say to the Power Pack holders, how I see the question from Beth, how exactly do we access that content? And the way that you access all of this Power Pack content is you look in the email you received, here's your Power Pack, and there are links in it. But those links don't auto update. And some of the speakers added new things as recently as yesterday, actually. So in tomorrow's email, the Power Pack holders will get all of the updated links to access materials. All but one of them are there now live. And you'll also get 1-2 reminders at least about the upcoming events. And for our Direct Client Outreach Week, you'll get all of the details via email about that because that is included. But before we talk about that, because that's sort of like a what's next, I think we're almost ready to talk about our prizes, right, Nora?
yes,
Oh,
and
I have
that
one
is,
more note.
oh,
One more
yeah,
note.
yeah.
um, in the next few days, we will also send you an email with a follow up asking you for your feedback on the summit and also asking if you would like to stay on my mailing list where I share lots of tips and information about that's relevant for language professionals, and also if you'd like to join Nora's. Nora's got a new mailing list, and so you'll be able to click the link there to join. Okay, time for our prizes, right?
Yes, and this is the exciting part. So let's see what we have. So Josh is going to show us who won prize. Oh, did we
We
miss
forgot
that? Let's
this.
go back. Let's say that because this is important.
I
Yeah,
love
go ahead.
this. I love this because this was a little surprise for our speakers. They didn't really know about this Best of the Best showcase, but they were like, "Ooh, will my presentation be the one that gets a special replay slot?" And Sabrina was just floored when she saw that a message in our speakers group today. So who's going to get carried over? And I announced the winners, and she was just very excited. So it's been fun for us as well to have a really wonderful group of speakers that are so engaged and yeah, diving
Josh,
into
and,
this
and a little
experience.
a little behind the scenes note for our attendees today. We have a WhatsApp speakers group and it's been blowing up. It's like the speakers are so active and they are, sharing tips. They are attending each other's presentations and encouraging one another. And they are loving your engagement. They are loving all the love notes and the, outreach on LinkedIn, etc. So keep it going. All right. So price time. Let's see. Yes, 1 second, 1 second. So while we're waiting for that, I just want to say that there was a funny note here in the chat where Dominique was saying that she loves the Power Pack and is worth it. And then the other Dominique, fully agrees with Dominique. So I love that. I think that was a great note there in the chat. And we are ready for prizes. So a lot of work goes into, finding the winners for these prizes. And we want to thank Roxanne for putting all of this together. These are the winners of the prizes. So we have Overhaul Your LinkedIn Profile in 9 Easy Steps Challenge, donated by Tech Forward, goes to Hannah. Social Media Audit, donated by Julia, goes to Candice. A ticket to Recruiter Reality Check for interpreters and translators. A copy of that. It goes... translator's copy donated by Miliana goes to Jenny. 1 free month access to Translators 101 with William goes to Mercedes, to Geo and its studies. $150 Green Terp credit for GT Booth or Green Terp AI donated by Bernard Song goes to Elisa and Clara. And we have more prizes. 1 copy of Cómo Vivir Muy Bien de la Traducción, donated by Fernando Cuñado, goes to Mariela. 1 ticket to the September Spanish Marketing Challenge, also donated by Fernando Cuñado, goes to Oscar Felipe Núñez. How to get more clients, that's a PROS course, and we want to thank PROS for donating that, goes to Jillian. And the Entrepreneurial Linguist ebook, donated by Judy Jenner, goes to Danielle. These are there are so many great prizes this summit, Josh. It's just amazing.
It is really amazing. And
I want to see more.
Yeah, at least 1 or 2 of our winners are with us live. So
I see that.
If
Congratulations,
you won
Jillian.
one of these closing call prizes. But that's not all, because there are still 5 more great prizes up for grabs coming up from sending in more love notes for our 3rd day of the summit. We keep those open until tomorrow when the presentations are closed. So if you didn't win a prize yet, there are still 3 awesome prizes left donated by our day 3 speakers. So you might win one of their prizes if you keep sending in those love notes. And now we are very excited to announce the winners of our grand prize scholarships. So this is something we've been doing from the very, very beginning of our summits, where we give away some of the most, I think, some of the signature courses that I've put together, or signature experiences, to people who are really active and engaged and participating in the summit. And we really love seeing this dynamic environment that we've created. And I want to give a real special thank you to all of you for your participation. There were a lot of applications for these scholarships this time, and so it was very hard to decide who would win them. And I just want to thank everybody who applied for taking the time to do so, because that's sort of a way of you thinking about your ideas, about what you're looking for your professional development, and there was a ton of clarity in those ideas, and I loved reading about all the plans everyone has. Unfortunately, we only have 3 scholarships, and now it's time to share the winners of the 3 big scholarships. So first up, 1 year in AI Language Club. For those of you who don't know, AI Language Club is a program that I run with my friend Kirsten Cable, where every week we have a new idea for using AI for your language learning. Tons of fun. We do quarterly challenges around different themes. The most recent one was around travel, but we've done challenges around listening and speaking and so much more. And it's a fun little membership. just $99 a year or $9 a month. And our winner of a whole year in AI Language Club is Laura Fernandez Napini. Congratulations, Laura, for winning that prize. Our next prize is a year in Tech Forward Insiders. I already told you a little bit about Insiders. Insiders has been around since my very first summit. I actually founded it right after the first Innovation in Interpreting Summit, which was the first summit we ever ran. And it's been around for now 5 years with a new training every month. Actually, the Direct Client Outreach Week coming up in 2 weeks' time is something that our insiders get access to. They have a library of 50 plus hours of training on all sorts of topics, including what we've been talking about at the summit, branding and marketing, access to lots of wizards to help them take action and put together their marketing materials more quickly. And we've got some people who've participated in our challenges in the room. I can see insiders members who've built websites and put their branding together. And I'm very excited to announce that the newest insider, the winner of 1 year in Tech Forward Insiders, is Eugenia Tarakanova. Congratulations to you for that prize. We can't wait to see you in Insiders. And I loved your commitment to professional development and your scholarship. And finally, the third and final grand prize scholarship is for Marketing Momentum. Marketing Momentum is a 3-month program that I run. The next edition is coming up from September 14th to December 18th. And it's all about taking little steps to take action to build your marketing momentum. We all create individual plans. We've got all sorts of resources. My entire collection of marketing materials is there. So that's like 20 hours of training, and there will be new things for this edition too. And it's a small group program lasting for 3 months where it's all about taking action. We have some past participants in Marketing Momentum here. So if you loved it, if you want to share some takeaways, feel free to do so in the chat. And our winner this time around is Mariana Reyes Pinto. Mariana, congratulations. I can't wait to work with you from September to December to help you boost your marketing. All right, so a big round of applause for all of our winners. Thank you, Agnieszka, who did Marketing Momentum, says it's a great program. Yes, it requires work, but I mean, all of the things we're learning require work. You have to take action after a summit like this to put what you're learning into practice. All right, so Nora, what's next? I think it's time for your surprise, isn't it?
I think so. So I am going to ask everyone to bear with me here because we are trying something new. Well, what's coming is not necessarily new, but the way we're doing it this year is new. So
yeah, because Nora built a new app to make this happen. You saw her contacts app. You saw her Summit Concierge. Well, she built an app for this too. Let's see. Let's cross our fingers.
So let's see. Fingers crossed, because I was just telling Josh, this is going to be making its debut now. So I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to ask you all to pray to the technology gods that this will work. And here it goes. Let's play it full screen. Well, Josh, that was it, and it worked.
I couldn't believe when you told me you were going to create a brand new app for putting together a slideshow. What did people think of that? Which of those moments were the ones that really spoke to you? Look at that. So many lovely comments. Nick, they're saying it's so emotional. Shelley, great job. Dominique, love that last photo of us high-fiving, which is a classic, by the way. Yes, from Barcelona to Monterrey, as Agnieszka says. I love seeing those those highlights from the summit in this slideshow.
And we're going to be posting this to YouTube. So we will be sharing a link to the whole slideshow for people to go and watch again, Josh.
That's right. And now I think it's almost time to start talking about what comes next.
I believe so. And I'm seeing some great comments here. Wow, that was really great. That was so beautiful. Thank you. And yeah, very emotional for us as well. Now, Julian is saying something really nice. Loved it. You brought the speakers close to us and all of us close to each other. And it shows. All right, this shows it. Wonderful. So what's next, Josh?
All
Or am I
right.
supposed to be saying what's no, you're the one who's saying that.
So first of all, we're going to send some tips via email and a little surprise to help you commit to taking action. And I think it's really important to give it some time for this all to sink in, and then maybe collate your notes, go through them, and figure out an action plan, what you want to do to take action based on what you learned at this summit. And if you want help with that action plan, we've got lots of things to help you with it. So first of all, we have our direct client outreach Get It Done week coming up in just 2 weeks. Nora, do you want to say a word or two about it?
Well, I just want to say that we are super excited about this Get It Done week that we're going to be having, where we will be putting into practice the things that all of the suggestions and tips that we got from the speakers this week. So we hope to see you there.
Yeah, and of course, just like all of our Get It Done weeks, we've got some little wizards that will help you craft your pitches and figure out the best ways to do this. The aim of this 5-day experience together is to take this energy that we have and to capitalize on it. So, coming up with an easy pitch that feels like us, a nice way of getting in touch based on everything we've learned, identifying some prospects we might want to get in touch with, and putting that all into practice. And that is a week-long challenge that is included with the Power Pack. Agnieszka says, I didn't plan to participate in the challenge, but now that I got the Power Pack, it seems I'll have to get it done. We look forward to seeing all of our Power Pack holders and insiders members there at that challenge. And it's a week long. And then there's a 3-week period with some support so that you can keep checking in with us on how it went to take action and start doing that pitching, because obviously, as we've learned, it's not something that happens overnight. And as you've heard, we've built a lot of fun new things over the course of this summit. And this was the first one Nora built. It's the Client Relationship Hub. What are we seeing on the screen, Nora?
Well, Josh, this came from an idea that just for everyone to know, we discussed this briefly and then we decided we wanted to give everyone at the summit something useful. And so this is the Client Relationship Hub where you add a contact. For example, as you can see here, you can log a touch. I sent them an email. I contacted them on LinkedIn, and let's wait for the GIF to start again so I can go back to narrating. This is a dashboard. It comes pre-populated with some sample data. You scrub that and start adding your own data. And then you have this pipeline that is like a Kanban board where you move cards around. Your contacts are tagged. There are email templates that you can use to reach out to your contacts. So the idea, Josh and everyone here, is that we will centralize our efforts and our work in one place so that we have everything ready to go, instead of like me in the past, I had some post-it notes here and some notes in a notebook there and maybe a folder with some files on my computer. Now it's all in one central place.
And I
Right?
know
Did I
some of
miss
you
anything?
already, some of you picked that up with the Power Pack. It was a special deal to add it on top of your Power Pack. This was something like a whole tool we built, so this one didn't go into the Power Pack. But some of you have already started playing with it, and we would love to hear your feedback. There will also be tutorials for those of you who got the Client Relationship Hub, video tutorials about how to use it coming after the summit. And we also built one more thing that some people might have seen when they were getting the Power Pack. But first, there's a question from Dominique. Is there a trial version of the Direct Client Hub? I don't know if we could even set that up, right, Nora?
I don't know. There isn't one at the moment, but something for us to discuss, Josh. I mean, yeah, we need to discuss.
Yep, I would have to figure out how we would even put that together. We're learning as we
Exactly.
go, but this would be something fun to look into. And if you wanted to pick it up and you already got the Power Pack and you didn't grab it at that time, just drop me a message in our little chat bot, and I will be happy to honor the special discount that popped up with the Power Pack so that you can grab this as well and test it out. After all, it's brand new. We would love to get some feedback, but so far I've been loving it. The other thing we created in the what's next, what's new is something called the Prospect Pack. Now, this is something I'm really excited about because it's Nora and I. You fill in a form, your little Intech form telling us about you. You upload your CV. You tell us who you would like your prospects to be, and you let us do the legwork with a little help, of course, from our friend AI. And we will put together a list of 10 best fit prospects and give you personalized messages to start reaching out to them in 2 languages. You can pick the languages from the languages available. So that's the idea of it's something new we've built. Some of you already have one, and now you know what it's about. The idea really, if you've got a prospect pack, let us know what sector you want to target, what specific clients you're looking for. Give us a CV, and off we go finding these best fit matches for you. Nora, any comments about this one?
Yeah, no, just I just wanted to say that we have a sample prospect pack report that you can go and have a look at, so you see what it looks like, and it has clickable links to several things, and so the sample report that we have, of course, has all fictitious information, but that's exactly the format, the layout that you're going to be getting. And I'm sure I see Josh looking for something. I'm sure, oh, he just did. I'm sure he was looking for the link to drop it there in the chat. So if you want to, if you're curious about what you would get, just click on that and that shows you exactly what you would get. So it's not a static document. It's not a PDF. It's an interactive document that you can, where you can click on things and, go to the right places. And I see Agnieszka is ready to put us to work. She said she has her prospect pack and she can't wait for us to do the work for her. We will be very happy to do that, Agnieszka, of course. And you're muted,
There was
Josh.
my mute button. There was one question from somebody for a prospect pack. If you've got one, what should your CV look like? I think the more information we have, the better. Don't go creating a new CV, but send us an updated CV. If you have various versions, give us the more complete version because then we can use that to tailor the information better. Right, Nora?
And actually, yes. And actually, I have a tip for you. You don't have to spend any time updating your CV or anything, but I would suggest that you open a document and dictate or do a brain dump of everything you can think of. It doesn't even have to be very well structured because for the initial step, we are using AI to extract the key information about you and to put together a profile. But it's a good idea if just open a document anywhere, dictate anything you can think about that has to do with what you do, the kinds of clients you would like to get, and add that to your CV so you upload everything together. And again, it doesn't even have to be very well structured, just have as much information as possible.
And there's a question from somebody, is that something we're charging for? Yes, because we're doing work. There's real work that goes into doing the research for you. By the way, there's a tool inside the Power Pack that every Power Pack holder gets that allows you to do this research yourself. So for you to set it up and you to do the crawling and so on. But for this one, this is like getting it done by us. So it's something new that we're trying, and we're looking forward to trying it out. And several people won them already as prizes too. So congrats to everyone who won a prospect pack. And there's one more surprise coming tomorrow that's all about committing to taking action. I won't tell you what it is. You can
And
guess
I
what you
love
think it
that.
is in the chat. I'm really curious. What do you think it will be? Guess in the chat what you think it is, but it's free. It's for everybody coming tomorrow with your recap email. We love these surprises. Now, as you're guessing, we wanted to take a moment to say huge thanks to our wonderful assistant, Roxanne, who many of you have interacted with. She's there working hard in the background all the time. So many hours go into putting on a summit like this, and Roxanne is a rock star. She has really, 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 I mean, I don't know how we would do it without her at this point because it just all flows so smoothly. She is really, really a wonderful person to work with. And so I just want to give a shout out to Roxanne for all of her hard work. Um, yeah, that's what I wanted to say there. And finally, um, how do you find us? Well, you'll find me on the Tech Forward website or at Tech Forward on any social networks, and you'll find Nora on her website or with these handles on social networks. And now I think it's time for a little toast, our classic toast to wrap things up. I will let you start, Nora. Yeah, I don't have an exciting beverage today. I've got,
Oh,
well,
well,
sparkling water with lime.
this is water too. So it's only 11:40 for me, so AM. So I'm not ready to drink anything. Plus, I'm not a big drinker, as you know, Josh. So, well, I just want to start by saying it's been an amazing, amazing summit, Josh. And for everyone here, I want you to know that what Josh said earlier is completely true. We went back and forth about whether we should do this summit, and I'm so glad we decided to do it, even though we decided to do it with very little time to get ready for it. So it was a lot of hard work. I want to thank everyone for spending these past few days with us. We know that your time is valuable, and we are honored that you chose to invest it with us, coming to the live sessions, watching the presentations. We hope you have come away with new ideas, new connections. I know that's happened, and renewed confidence to grow your business and to go and do what you know how to do best. And Josh, I want to thank you. I honestly love working with you. You know this, I say it all the time, and it's from the heart. Every summit that we run together reminds me how much fun it is for us to come up with new ideas. And, it's just, there's a word that has come up a lot in this summit, which is friction and removing friction. And I want everyone to know that Josh and I work with no friction whatsoever. I mean, we just say, should we do this? Yes, let's do it. And it's so easy. Or no, that's a dumb idea. Okay, let's ditch it. And it's fine. And we enjoy it. I enjoy it tremendously. It's wonderful to collaborate with someone who, as everybody knows, is so generous, so thoughtful, so committed to helping our profession, and someone who is a dear, dear friend. So thank you, Josh. I also want to thank all of our speakers, of course, and Roxanne, who, as Josh just said, works tirelessly behind the scenes. She was sending me WhatsApp messages just before we started the closing call about some of the prizes and how to award a prize that I gave for a winner. So thank you, Roxanne, for everything you do. And so thank you again, Josh. That's all I have to say.
I couldn't have said it better, Nora. It was so wonderful to work with you on this new endeavor. And we've been just pushing the boundaries, I think, recently. And it's been a ton of fun pushing my personal boundaries, learning new things. People ask how we know all of these things. Well, because we keep trying out new tools and exploring them. I was building automations left, right, and center for this summit and building apps, and it's just a ton of fun to do that with you. And I also want to thank our wonderful speakers and all of our participants. Thank you for making this a wonderful event. So, a toast to us all. Cheers to us, and here's to finding many more wonderful new clients and also to nurturing the ones we have so that they keep coming back for work because that they already know you. They're your best kept secret. Tap into them, keep them happy, use those referrals, and keep building our businesses. These are tricky times, but it's possible, and we know that thanks to everything you've learned here, we'll all be able to do that. So cheers to you all. Before we go, I just want to read out some of these wonderful things in the chat for anybody who's watching the replay. So thank you for the summit. These 3 days of practical ideas were incredibly useful. And thank you to the speakers for sharing your real experiences. I'm so grateful to be part of this. Our journey never stops. You're always finding new ways to help us. Oh, I love this one. I think you might change my idea about working with direct clients. Thank you for that. It has been great and inspiring, spectacular. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you. Inspiring, perfect timing. That's why we did this now, is because it felt like the time for this kind of an event. And refreshing. Yeah, awesome. Great to hear that. Thank you all. Well, thank you for joining us now. Thank you. And remember, you've still got another over 12 hours, 14 hours to keep watching the presentations, even on the free ticket, and lots more if you picked up the Power Pack. And 3 more of those presentations will get a special replay slot tomorrow as well. And I have to tell you a little secret right now. The 3rd place position is tied. So if it's still a tie, I'm just going to make 4 of them replay tomorrow. We'll see. It's neck and neck. Thank you all for a wonderful summit. Let's keep the learning up. We got more time. Keep it going in the community, and see you all very soon.